I've never felt more objectified in my life. But in a great way. Not in a bad way.
You told me the other day, I now know how women feel. And I was like, wow, okay. I was like, damn, dude.
Started over.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm alright. Honestly, yeah, sure. I'm alright.
I think you're doing
quicker. Yeah.
all right. I
Sure.
really do. I
Right.
think I'm doing okay.
Okay.
Welcome back, Whiskey Talks.
Right.
I'm going to crack this open and see if it's any cold whatsoever because my beer fridge seemingly doesn't want to get cold anymore. Let's try it. It's not cold.
No.
I don't get it. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with this beer fridge.
4 days. 4 days it was in the fridge.
I mean, it's cool in there.
Is it on?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, it's at the max setting right now, too. I was going to say before that it had ice on it, right? It was that cold. It was very cold.
Right.
Like the beer that I usually keep in there, freezing cold, which is perfect. That's why I like a beer. Ice cold. Who doesn't like an ice cold beer?
Right.
But I noticed a couple of days ago, because my beer fridge has been empty, and it's more than a couple of days, maybe a week or two ago, that the ice that was in my beer fridge melted and fell. So maybe it's not just cold anymore, I guess. I don't know. Which sucks because it's not a cheap beer fridge. I mean, it's
Right.
a couple $100, but hopefully it just starts working on its own again. But
Yeah.
it's not like this is warm. It's cool enough.
Yeah.
But it's a beer.
Ooh.
Just a couple seconds ago, Colin chugged a bang. 3/4 of a bang. And that's why he's visibly in pain. And I don't think it was the right time to start drinking that beer. I think you should have let that settle a little bit in your stomach first. Why don't you quit the sipping for a little while? I'll do some sipping. You usually drink faster than I do anyway. So pace yourself, my friend. Friend, right? Because that's what we are. Yeah. Only
Yeah.
friends.
We've never fucked.
Very good friends.
And I'll be honest with you. I don't plan on fucking him. I don't think he plans on fucking me. So let's get that straight. Let's get that straight.
Let's get that straight.
Right.
Have you ever felt the need? And I don't know that I feel the need. I don't feel the need
For speed?
for speed. But have you ever felt it's necessary to declare your sexuality in front of people or to people?
Well, I think since I'm an attractive young man
Okay.
who doesn't get women, that means he must be gay.
Well, I wouldn't say. When you say you don't get women, you're referring to ever. That's not true.
Okay.
So
Sure.
I know the point that you're making.
Years go by.
I know the point that you're making. That's not necessarily true. It's only been
It's pretty true.
it's been less than a year since.
Yeah.
So it's been not as long, essentially.
Okay.
I tell you what, though, the last couple of days, while I don't feel the need or I don't feel it's necessary to explain my sexuality or yours
Right.
or ours,
Right.
I do feel it's hilarious that it's even a thought right now.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's great.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, and a lot may not, because a vast majority of our audience now are new, very
Right.
new. We have a very much, and I don't know if this will affect YouTube numbers. I know it'll affect Spotify numbers. I saw a difference. It's not really affecting anything other than TikTok and Spotify, but it could affect YouTube. Either way, we have a wider following now. And
Welcome.
welcome. Everybody is welcome. This is a safe place for two straight young men to
He
converse.
let that simmer.
Well, I just need to make sure it was heard.
Yeah.
You know, to let that simmer was necessary, but
Right.
it's a safe place for us to sit down, usually over a drink,
Right.
and talk about shit we have no fucking clue what we're talking about half the time, and say stupid shit.
Yeah.
And we post clips on TikTok, Instagram, and so on and so forth.
I have a question that may not. It pertains to the podcast, but did you make a clip of us listening to like the P Diddy, fucking?
I wanted to.
You didn't.
I didn't.
I'm sorry.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Would have gotten taken down immediately. That's why. I've had. So, we'll come back to what we were about to say. I've had. Is that your phone?
That's
Okay,
mine,
that's fine.
yeah.
No, I don't care. I've had the intent of certain clips, but TikTok specifically is the platform that's the most likely to grow, which we're going to get to. And it's the platform, but it's also the platform that's most likely to take things down. Or take the sound out of something. And it's happened countless times. When I upload clips and you just re-downloaded TikTok.
Yeah,
after
you guys
this-
made me read down little TikTok.
You did. And listen, I've been trying to get him to do it for a while. So the fact that,
But
at this-
I was told we got a bunch of we got a fuck ton of comments on one of the uploads.
a lot of the uploads actually.
Yeah, I was looking. All very nice. All very nice. Most nice.
I'd
Most-
say 95%
Right.
hilarious or nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've never felt like
I know I did comment to someone to like say, "Oh no, he's on his high horse." But
yeah.
Yeah,
Saw that
but-
one. Your comments are hilarious in response to people. Let's give the backstory for those that don't know. Also, you might hear some whining in the background. My dog is down here, and she gets a little bit whiny when my wife is not home, which she isn't at the moment. Wife, woman, me, married, woman, straight. Anyway,
has never had gay sex in his life.
never. I've
Yeah.
never even had a
Neither
gay.
have
I don't
I.
even think I've had a gay experience in my
Right.
life.
Well, I
So
can't.
the argument that the gays
Right.
that are following us now, which love this, really
Right.
do,
That's great.
will make is that how do you can't knock it till you try it type of deal, right? Gay sex, right?
Okay.
Can't knock it till you try it.
I'm not knocking
I'm
it.
not knocking it.
No, I'm not.
I'm just not
knocking
going to try it either.
it. I'm just. I have.
So
no-
I agree. You can't knock it till you try it, but I will not try it,
I'm not knocking.
and I'm not knocking it either.
No. You know.
But Colin and I, on the Whiskey Talks, platforms, specifically Instagram, TikTok, I uploaded a clip. We uploaded a clip of, in response to, so let me really bring this full circle, because this originally started with the very first episode that we ever did,
Right.
which we talked about sexuality being a spectrum, right? Nothing's 100% black, 100% white. Right, you're either north or south. No. What's that?
It's Michael Jackson.
Why?
You ever heard that one? Black or white?
No.
Doesn't matter if you're black or white. You know.
Yes, I've heard it now. I don't know what it means, but but more specifically to the conversation. All right. More specifically, though, a few episodes ago, maybe like 6, 7, 8, 10, I don't fucking know. It's been a certain amount of weeks ago. We uploaded a video in which, during a portion of the video, we took a test, which was a joke. It was an "Am I gay?" test. We both know we're not gay, right? And it was fun. It was a good way to crack jokes, and I uploaded some clips about the difference between gay party, gay gathering, how a gay party is fuck, gay gathering is just fun time.
Right.
And that we would be happy to attend a gay gathering as straight people, just enjoying some gay company, if you will. And that sparked a few members of that community to take notice of you specifically. If we're being honest, it's been a little bit more about you than it has me. And I've gotten comments.
Hiya, fellas.
Gentlemen.
Hi. I've never felt more objectified in my life, but in a great way. Not in a bad way.
You told me the other day, I now know how women feel. And I was like, wow, okay. I was like, damn, dude. Don't get me wrong. I've had a few comments.
Right.
most of which not. I mean,
They're all very welcome, by the way. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I have a lot of anxiety, so there's going to be a lot of like, about
this is
it.
weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's.
I don't know that I've ever met 1,000 people,
No.
let alone 100,000 plus people.
Yeah.
Which is this? By the time this video comes out,
It's
gonna be
just
more
weird.
than
It's weird to think that I'm on someone's phone right now. You know what I'm saying?
and being shared
Yeah.
as much.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Like, I get it. We literally asked for it. We bought the equipment to do
This
so.
is the goal,
Right, of course.
But
Of
it
course.
is just
But once
strange.
it happens, it happens,
especially because up to this point it had been a very slow build,
Right.
right? And I think we've just gotten to the point. And again, it's still. I want to.
Oh, it's the champagne of beers.
Yeah, the High Life is it's the best Miller in my opinion. I like a Miller Lite over it sometimes, like if you're in the mood for something easier. Piper, sit. No, you want to come on the podcast? Come here. All right, my dog's here. My dog is also straight. Hey,
Visual
puppy.
gag.
All right, and we'll go. Highly trained, highly qualified. Piper, sit.
I'll tell you what. Seeing how your dog is trained, my dogs is trained. My dogs are not trained, by the way.
She's got a long way to go.
Right.
A very, very long way
We
to
just
go.
let my dogs live.
Well, they're golds.
Yeah.
They're not inherent as far as acting out goes. They're
Oh, they act out all the fucking time, jumping up on the counters.
the only time I ever seen. Well, I guess I haven't seen your dogs much, but the only
humping
time
people
I've been
left
humped
and
by
right.
Reagan.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah,
And you probably will again at some point.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I guess Reagan's a female dog.
Yes.
So-
Named after Ronald Reagan.
But what was I saying? So yeah, so that one video about us talking about a gay gathering and wanting to attend led to
The old double
a
G.
gentleman, the double G, led to a gentleman commenting this particular time specifically about you, saying, "Whose twink is this?"
Hey. And I'll be honest with you. This twink has no home.
Fucking no owner.
No
of
owner.
this twink.
This twink's homeless. But we were also told that I might not be a twink.
There's so much vocabulary.
I've seen in the comments that a twink doesn't go past 25, and I am 26.
Okay.
So
The parameters of and the vocabulary are things that we have never been familiar with, and we're going to get to comments in a little bit. I really do think that most of this episode is going to be more of a reflection of the weekend, because this is just so new to us. Regurgitate on me, but the amount of comments of vocabulary that we've never heard. One comment I remember was, "Oh, these guys are just lying about being straight, otherwise they wouldn't know the terminology." We're being taught the terminology in real time.
I got no clue.
I have no idea. I was called an otter.
Okay.
If somebody in this community can tell me, I'm going to post this is going to be a clip. Is he a twink? If so, why? If not, why not?
Which I was told twink doesn't go past 25.
But most comments are confirming twink. Okay. Some comments are saying twonk or
Twonk.
whatever the fuck else.
Yeah.
I was called an otter.
Okay.
I looked up an otter.
You did.
An otter is a small, I guess,
It's a small animal that.
hairy. I'm not hairy. I just have a beard.
You have a beard.
I have no other hair on my body.
You're
like
hairier than me.
Yeah.
Like I have hair up to here. That's it.
Yeah. You know what I think we should do for the gays?
Show
No.
all of our bodies
No.
so they know how hairy we are.
I think we should give a
because from
brief-
from feet to knee, I'm a goddamn bear. You know what I mean? Like I got a lot of
same. I'm
I got
hairy.
a lot of fucking like a
I'm
lot
hairy,
of fucking.
yeah.
But that's all it goes. That's all as far as it goes.
Somebody complimented your legs being pretty thick as well.
I know 2 people did.
Yeah.
2 people
Yeah.
did. Fucking kind souls.
Yeah.
Kind
A
souls.
lot of that's compliments if
Right.
you really think about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
What I was going to say is we should give a brief description of ourselves physically. Right?
What?
Because, some people might have a misunderstanding based on the fact that we're on camera. You don't know how big we are, how
Okay.
small we
Oh,
are.
were we giving our fucking
No.
NFL stats?
I guess so. Right? I mean, we don't have to. But, you're 26 years old,
Right.
hairless,
Right.
tight.
Apparently.
No, don't say apparently. Those were your
This-
words
this is what
before
you
they were
said.
anybody else's.
We're going off what you said.
Yeah, but we're going off what I'm going off what you said.
Okay.
Fuck it, whatever. How tall are you, Colin?
I'm 20. Fuck. I'm 5'9".
5'9". I'm 5'7". We're
Right.
short guys.
Right.
I'm definitely short. You're probably around the average height. I don't know how much more terminology there is that I'm not familiar with. I wasn't familiar with any of this. The only one that I had heard in the past was twink.
Mm.
And that was because of the basement yard. I remember an episode where Joe had been called a twink, I think inaccurately, because he's a larger and hairier individual. But who am I to say what is and isn't in gay terminology? I'm not familiar. So I uploaded this clip Thursday, late Thursday evening. I think you were asleep probably by that time.
Yeah.
That was around the time I was going to
I was
bed.
fucking
I
losing
fell
it.
asleep early that night, and I woke up to a absolutely blown up phone. And I thought that that was going to be the end of it. I think I woke up to close to 40,000 views. And I was like, holy fuck. I was like, where'd that come from? And there's tons of comments and whatnot. Because before I went to sleep, it was blowing up. But I didn't realize how far it was going. And at this point, when this comes out, it's very likely will be well beyond 100,000, or at least plus 100,000. Lots of comments. And not just the one video, mind you. We have comments on the video of, what was the one about you saying a cowboy just rides horses and fucks men? And a lot of people were saying, I guess I'm a cowboy.
Yeah. That was funny.
If that's what makes a cowboy, then yeehaw, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, fucking go for it. But like, So we're going to take this opportunity now that we're on the podcast to read some of your comments aloud and respond to them better than we would over the phone and in the comments section. Colin?
Hell yeah. This first one, I like this first one.
Are we going usernames? Read them. It's public.
Sure. Yeah.
Shout out to whoever the fuck.
Pat Wiley
Pat Wiley.
saying something I agree with.
Uh-oh.
Why do people think they must put everyone and everything into boxes or categories? Just let people who they want to be.
Be who they want to be.
Yeah,
Presumably.
we understand.
Agreed.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not 100% gay. I'm not 100% straight. You know what I mean?
I wish
Just
you
haven't
would've
found the right
started.
man. Cut that out. Me? I don't know. I don't want a gay bait. That
I
would be
just
gay
caught
baiting.
that. I'm not cutting that out. That's hilarious. That's phenomenal. I'll cut it if you really want me to, but I don't think it's bad.
I don't think it's true that I haven't found the right man. That's more of a joke. I think
As soon as the word hit, I cut that out.
listen, because I don't want a gay bait. Because I'm not
Gay bait. Wow.
That's a term.
I guess.
It is.
I like it.
Okay.
I'm having a great time.
Right.
Keep going.
Um,
You're not 100% gay. You're not 100% straight.
No one
We
is.
determined these numbers on the very first episode. I said I was 95.5, maybe 90.10 on not a bad day.
I believe you have something to ask me as well.
Oh, yeah, but I don't remember what the comment was.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. The comment is from a man named Vince. Shout
Not
out
McMahon.
Vince. Huh?
Not McMahon, I assume.
No. Well, he's got
got
some
other-
troubles.
he's got other
Maybe
stuff.
we can get into that at
He's
some
busy.
point. That's
He's
a little
busy.
above my fucking pay grade.
He's
Okay.
busy.
Yeah, his fucking lawyer's busy. Shout out Vince. One of the comments we got was, yeah, but has he ever been airtight? To which I responded, well, we can ask him on the next episode, and
And then
by
they
God, I'm a
respond
man
with,
of my
You
word.
better.
And then I said,
Oh, trust me, we will.
and here we are.
Here we are.
So Colin,
Men of our word. Got it out.
yes, man of our word.
Right.
Are you airtight? Have you ever been airtight?
I don't know what.
Me the fuck either.
I don't know how to respond to that.
There are a lot of gentlemen that have said that Colin, saying that he's tight, that quote, he knows what he's doing. Let me reassure you, no the fuck he does not. He has not a single clue. What? What's this comment?
This one's from Connor.
Connor. Shout out Connor.
The demon twink is funny. All right, I'm following.
And I believe he did. I do believe he followed.
Yeah, and I responded, "Am I the demon twink? Because I don't know what a demon twink is."
You can't imagine. It's great.
And he said, "You're so self-aware of switching into bitchy twink when opportunities come up.
and-
You're a classic demon twink, bro."
Wait, can you repeat that again? I'm sorry. I was disappointed in my dog.
You're so self-aware of switching into bitchy twink when opportunities come up. You're a classic demon twink, bro.
That's a very accurate comment, no?
Yeah.
Did you respond to it?
You responded saying, "We don't know what that means."
So all of my responses, for the most part, except for on one, and I think it might have gone over the person's head, but we'll see. All of my responses have been from the Whiskey Talks account.
Right.
Which you, as the viewer, most people aren't sure who it's coming from, you or me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's funny. Because it could be either of us and they
Right.
don't know. You, however, recreated a TikTok account. Right? You didn't
Yes.
go back to your old one.
No, I recreated.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then responded from a personal account.
Yes. And here's one where someone said, "He's a cub." And one of my favorite forms of comedy is miscommunication.
Mm-hmm.
So I put, "If I had to choose a baseball team, I'd definitely choose the Cubs, but I'm not super into baseball, unfortunately."
Did they respond to that?
I think that was funny.
Can I see
You
this?
responded with "bro."
Oh, yeah.
With Whiskey Talks.
Can I see that really quick? Because there's a comment that I knew I wanted to find. Yeah, this is one of them. Straight people should have never learned what a twink is.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think... Listen, shout out to the gays, to the homosexual community.
Right.
You guys aren't very secretive with your terms. How are we to not ever find out about these things?
I think that's, I mean, why can't we know?
Why can't we find
Yeah.
out?
Why are
We're
you-
being called these
No.
things.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, I'm not one for making assumptions, right? We live in a society where making assumptions has become dangerous. And a lot of people have assumed our sexuality here. We're not gay men. What was the comment? Go ahead.
I just love it when there's miscommunication.
Yeah.
In any way. It's my favorite.
People
Someone
think we're dead
comments,
serious about the shit that we're saying.
"His legs are huge. Definitely not a twink." And I replied with, "I appreciate your kind words." And then he says, "I didn't say it was a bad thing. I was thinking more twunk." And I put, "Hell yeah."
Yeah.
And then someone commented, "The elephant in the room." What do you mean?
Yeah, what? I saw that one too. I liked it, I think.
Yeah,
And I'm
you
like,
did.
what is this guy talking? What's the elephant in the room?
Yeah. Someone said, "I'll be the judge of that." And I will tell you, sir, no, you will not. You absolutely will not be the judge of anything, of how tight I am, or any of the sort. But I appreciate your comment.
Fucking, that's great.
Demon emoji, lock emoji, and goat emoji. Appreciate your comment. Oh, wait, that's... Homie can get the business.
Time out, hold on. Listen,
Am I homie or are you
I'm
homie?
about to tell you right now, more often than not in this particular video, you might be homie, okay?
Okay.
You probably...
Yeah.
Listen,
He is adorable.
I said this a few weeks back. I said, Colin, I said, we're a gay sensation.
Right,
You didn't take me seriously. There's only a few comments.
right.
What are we now?
You know? And see, this person got it. Oh, I thought about that from Goldmember. That's what it's from.
A lot of people
Tight
did.
like a tiger.
A
Yeah.
lot of people commented
Yeah.
that. Tight like a tiger.
Yeah, yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, see, some people are getting it.
It's not an Austin Powers reference, it's advertising. It's not.
I didn't know what advertising meant. Can I?
Wait,
Advertising is a gay term, apparently.
Oh?
Can I explain what advertising is? So shout
I
out,
didn't know that.
shout out to, shout out to someone that we went to high school with, commented on the Instagram reel, saying that people think that you're advertising. So I went to Google, and I said, "What does advertising mean?" I put in gay terminology, and I found out that it was not necessarily coming out, but it was you putting yourself on the market for gay men.
Promise you I'm not. I promise you that's never crossed my mind. And I apologize if I gave that type of vibe. I'm not. I don't plan on ever. Maybe when I'm 50 and old, and my wife is long dead, and
Why would she be long dead by
I don't
50?
know. You gotta think.
I
about
think
these
I know
things.
what you're trying to say.
Right, and it's like I found the right man. But
Again, I made a statement in the previous episode where we were talking about my wife watching Love is Blind, to which somebody commented that podcast equipment should be more expensive, and to you I say, suck my fat cock. And I will follow it up by saying, I said love wasn't blind because if love was blind, then I would have married one of my best friends. Right?
right.
But we're not sexually attracted to our friends that are men. You know what I mean? What is this comment that you got now?
This is from TikTok guy.
Very,
And he
very-
says, "What's the twink's name? I want to see if he's got evidence to show if he's tight." Excuse me.
He's looking for a link tree.
Listen,
So,
ask my doctor.
oh my
But-
god. Oh man. Colin, have you ever gotten this much attention in your life?
No,
I haven't.
no. He's fine as hell too. Why are you a man? I would kill to fucking have women be like this.
Oh my
that'd
God.
be great. That'd be great. For
You'd
me.
be a man with so much power. Imagine that.
I'm not looking for power.
Do you think that... You know what? This is probably what's happening, though. Just internally with women, not externally as it is with the gay community. The gay community is a very bold community. They're being bold.
Right.
Every one of these men is shooting their shot. Well, not every one of them, but a lot of them. A lot of men find you attractive, and I don't know if I'm not trying to sound like I'm coupling myself into this. I'm sure I'm a part of this to an extent. But you are really the subject matter in a lot of this.
You think?
I'm
They
saying
don't say names, so you don't
that's
know.
true,
You don't know.
and a lot of the times I'm making assumptions. Like, for instance, somebody commented on one of us having a
I'm
bulge.
fucking very conscious
Yeah.
of my fucking dick right now.
I know specifically that I've gotten comments of having a bulge. And it's not because of a fat cock, it's because I'm wearing pants in the position that I'm sitting in that are tighter than they should be. But I've gotten those comments of me adjusting my nut wedgie from time to time. So it's like I'm susceptible to those comments. But you know what? You're right. In that particular clip, we both had a bulge. We're both packing meat,
Well,
essentially.
yeah.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
I
Piper.
didn't realize I did.
In.
But next one.
Sit.
This is from Trent
Wait.
Music 21.
Trent Music 21.
Yes.
Shout out Trent Music
Shout
21.
out Trent Music 21. Said, did Seth MacFarlane have a love child?
I fucking love that.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite. I'm trying to gamble a little bit. That has been one of my favorite comments.
Yeah.
I had never thought that. Then he said it,
My
and I was
boss always
like,
said it.
yes.
Yeah.
You have an uncanny resemblance to Seth MacFarlane.
My boss always used to tell me that.
And you know
That I
what?
was on.
You have a similar comedy style as well. You have
Well,
a
I grew up
similar
watching the show.
cadence.
Yeah.
Piper, you're gonna get disciplined. You know?
Oop.
This is not the only video that went viral.
No.
This is just the video that started other videos getting all these views. By the way, mind you, there's over 100 comments, some of which are comments from us, so maybe a little less than 100. I know that in the grand scheme of most TikToks, most videos, we are still, and this is still on such a small scale, but you gotta understand that for us, this is the most exposure we've ever gotten.
Right.
This is the most engagement. And let me tell you, again, we've been talking now for 28 minutes and counting about this subject.
Mm-hmm.
The engagement is what we want so badly.
Yeah. No,
It's
a lot
not
of
just
fun.
about this show. We genuinely want to have interactions with the community that watches, a community that follows, regardless of the community, regardless of who they are, what they believe in, orientation of any kind. This has been a really fun experience, and I think the best part is that it's not come at the expense of the viewer. It's coming at the expense of us,
Right.
which is the point.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be making fun of each other.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing. It is definitely it definitely tests your, for lack of a better words, anxiety. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Like, this is a safe place, and we've discussed this in times in the past. Like, if there was ever a reason why we might be uncomfortable to continue the show, we wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And this is one of those things where this can be uncomfortable for people,
Right.
right? And I'll be the first to say, and I'm usually not. It's kind of, I know you have something you want to say, so I'm just kind of going off for a second.
Yeah, no.
But I'm usually not the type that thinks a single thing. I don't usually. Something that is commented has never bothered me, and still rings true. Even the comments that aren't necessarily nice, they're not doing anything to me. In fact, I actually still find those funny more often than not.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, after being exposed to 100,000 plus people that I will never meet in my life, most likely,
Right.
is a very, and I'm sure this speaks to you too,
feeling, yeah.
it's a very different feeling that I've never experienced before. One that I wasn't sure that,
I don't think humans were meant to feel this.
no,
Yeah.
it definitely feels unnatural.
Right.
But I do also feel like it's it's exactly what we're trying to accomplish, and there's a sense of pride in that. There's a sense of
Yeah.
we're having some fun here, and I'm glad that people are having fun with us.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
it started off with a local group of people, and word of mouth of us sitting down talking like idiots for an hour a week. And we have friends from other countries, even. We have friends from other states, people that know us, that listen to us. And it turned into quickly, 1,000 or so people. In some cases, a few thousand, maybe close to 10. And now seemingly an audience that we have no control over.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what we're trying to get ourselves into.
Yeah.
My soliloquy is done. You can read your comment.
This one's on the would you like to ride horses and fuck men?
Oh, yeah. Would you want to be a
video.
cowboy?
Yeah.
Yeah. The laugh.
Such a joyous laugh.
Yeah, I got.
You're so fucking kind.
Mhm.
CK?
That made me feel great.
It's great. It's a joyous laugh.
I have
That's so-
gotten in my life more comments about my laugh than anything about my personality. The laugh has gotten people. The laugh is something that I wanted to make like a compilation of on YouTube because people have gotten a kick out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. The man in the pajama party position from Will and Grace has all the audacity. You're goddamn right, fucker. You're goddamn right.
The pajama party position comment itself went viral.
Yeah.
And by viral, I mean a lot more than just one.
Oh, just got another follower. By the way, guys, you keep following me. It's making me feel a little weird. It's not like bad. It's a lot for me. I'm just a guy. I'm just a fucking little guy.
Has there
I'm
been a
not-
single woman?
No.
Colin has got a lot of followers on his personal Instagram. Do you want to shout out your personal? It's out there. It's not
It's out there. It's out there. It's out there. Colin Bennett. Fucking, you'll find me. I don't fucking care.
yeah. I haven't. I've gotten like 3, but I don't know who's who or where they come from because I get random followers sometimes.
Right.
Neither of us have a lot of followers. We're not active enough on social
No.
media to even
No,
care.
I'm not worth the follow.
I have a couple. I have like
Yeah.
200 something.
Right.
In which case, that's nothing when you look at the grand. And no one has ever cared. But you're getting followed by a lot of people from that video.
Yeah.
Which is the craziest thing. I think you woke up and said, "Why am I getting all these followers?" or something like that. What was
Yeah.
it that you said?
Yeah.
You texted me like, "Oh, I woke up to like a lot of new followers and they're all men."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, man, who's keeping track of that? We don't know."
he's sitting down girly pop, and I'm here for it. Fuck yeah. And he's got the fucking emoji. The emoji, you know what I'm saying?
People are vibing.
He's sitting down with the girly pop emoji. Fuck yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Then a lot of them are just saying, like, well, I guess I'm a cowboy.
Dude, come on, that's so funny. Would you ever want to be a cowboy? And I said, in what sense? And you said, like, would you want to ride horses and fuck men?
Yeah.
To which I died laughing.
Yeah.
Bro. It was so
Right.
funny. And there was a majority of comments that were either, I guess I'm a cowboy, or talking about the way I was laughing. And again, there's nothing better than this.
Right.
this is such an awesome experience, even though, again, we understand that this is still a small scale when you look at the grand scheme of things. But this is fun.
Oh, hell yeah. We got a comment from someone we know very well,
Whom?
Mr. Gabe,
Gabe commented on which one? The viral one?
the orangutan one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he doesn't.
And he goes, no, that monkey, that
He said Mikey. He meant to say monkey.
he definitely meant to say monkey. We've learned with Gabe, he's got his own language.
He does have his own. When it comes to typing, no shot you can understand him most likely.
Yeah. So no, that monkey will rip your dick off.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, no. And I like this one. Fun fact, once you're unalived, orangutans love to dissect your whole body because it's curious. So.
Well, that's an issue.
Uh-oh.
This entire episode hasn't been recorded on this mic. It's been recorded on my laptop.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't know how I'm going to enhance that. Listen, guys. New audience here. This is going to end up being a situation where I'm probably going to use the audio. The shitty, horrible, awful audio from the iPhone. Because this fucking wire unplugs itself all the time. It's weird, though, because it says it's coming from the Yeti right now.
Mm.
How loud is this? No, but it's definitely coming from my laptop.
Wow.
You can see it's being recorded from my laptop, so. Yeah.
Interesting.
I've been wondering the whole time. I wonder, we're going to use that audio. Just try to talk up a little bit. So I apologize for our new viewers, because we're going to have new viewers inevitably at this point. That are coming here in the first episode that they're going to experience has the audio situation that it does. So I apologize for that, but we're gonna still post this episode, and I wonder though. Fuck it, suck my cock.
See, oh.
We just got to talk really loud. That's all it ends up being.
You know. I've seen some of these for the first time. Did you just drink from my shit? You fucking dick. You fucking cunt. What the fuck? I didn't even realize. Anyways, Arnold from Texas said...
I had no fucking clue what I was doing. That was the most natural grab and drink of my life. I did not intend to drink. Yo, that's so funny shit. I put it down. I was like, where's his beer? And I was like... Yo, yours tastes like a cookie, cookies and cream fucking Hershey's, bro.
No, it doesn't.
It kind of had. Maybe it's a placebo. I don't know.
I think it is, yeah. I don't... I've never had a cookies and cream Hershey bar in my life.
I wonder...
But Arnold from Texas said...
Is it working out?
No. No. Yeah, no.
That ain't gonna work. Fuck!
There you go. Wow.
It is what it is.
Arnold from Texas said, angry lesbian.
Is he talking about you?
I think so.
I wish that there was like an obvious way of figuring it
Yeah.
out. But that's fucking funny. I'm gonna take this. Well, I'm gonna use it for a parameter of how long we've been going.
See, they're all men. They're all men. And I'm not saying that's a bad
There was
thing.
There was a woman that wanted to know our names.
No, not true.
Yeah.
Where?
Look at the. Remember when we were commenting when you the first one you commented to when you said there's nothing interesting about me, and then I responded saying, joking, saying yeah I want names too.
Mm-hmm.
Find that one because that was a woman. She wanted to know our names. I'm fairly positive, unless it was. I mean I don't know. The picture I believe was a woman.
Tight like a tiger. Why do all big sloppy people think anyone that isn't huge is a twink? What does big sloppy people mean?
Me. That was in
I'm
reference
not.
to me.
I am not fucking. I work hard on this fucking body.
Remember, the audio's over there, so we do have to talk up.
I work hard on this body.
He doesn't
I
work
don't.
that hard.
I don't.
No, that comment was absolutely in reference to me. There's nothing about you that looks big and sloppy,
Right.
and there very well could be the way that we look on camera is how we look in real life, obviously. But you would make the assumption that I'm a big man or you're a big man. We're not. We're small guys.
Right.
Both of us. We just said before, you're 5'8", you're 5'9", I'm 5'7".
Right.
And like I'm like $165. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like one.
I got a belly on me, trust me.
50-ish.
Drink enough of these and you're gonna get a belly on you most often. And I got a belly on me right now. For sure. I do the whole pinch and pull whenever I feel insecure about it. But I'm not a big sloppy guy. And I feel like if people saw me in real life, they would be like, this guy's very skinny and small. Because for the most part, I'm skinnier
Right.
than most people. I just have the fucking love handles and a belly.
Oh yeah. But yeah, a lot of comments.
In reflection, is that something that you can get used to?
Hopefully.
I hope
You
so
know?
too.
Yeah.
I want that.
Right.
I don't just want it. I'm inviting it. I'm encouraging it. I want as much interaction as possible.
Right.
Because obviously the next clip that the post yesterday, which was Friday night, so we're obviously timestamping the shit out of when we recorded.
Right.
Which whatever, who cares? I don't think that should be a secret anyway. But the following video received some views, but obviously not even a fraction of what the other one did.
Yeah.
And I'm not expecting our videos from this point to get that number. I think that's clearly an outlier, right? I would hope we get a sneeze coming.
No.
I would hope that that does happen from time to time, or that does start to help the rest of the things grow, because it seemingly did for previous videos, and hopefully for those to come as well. Again, obviously, if you see the TikTok, you can see that our follower count is still minuscule, especially when you compare the grants like what most other platforms and accountants and whatnot have. But before this video, we had just over 400 followers on TikTok. After that video, we're over 1,000. Which again,
Followers?
yeah.
Oh well.
Check the TikTok right now. It's probably close to 1,100. It might even be at that at this point.
Okay.
But I know that that's not a lot. And I've been saying that this is episode 55.
Yeah, 1,089.
1,089 followers when I believe before that video was like 420 something.
Damn.
So we more than doubled in one video. And it's wonderful to see. But I really hope that everybody's here to enjoy themselves at the end of the day.
Right.
And it seems like that's the majority.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why would you follow?
Right.
And I gotta tell you, man, I'm excited and nervous at the same time, because this is something that we want. Growth, exposure, things like that is what we want, without a shadow of a doubt.
Right. Right.
But it's definitely a weird thing that we're gonna have to get used to. And I think that there's gonna have to come a point, assuming that we get to a point where we're happy. Not that we're not happy, but like, you know what I mean? Where we aren't going to be able to read and engage with as many comments.
Right.
Because that's just the internet. It's a strange and sometimes really shitty place that we're gonna have to come to the terms with. Like, you're never meant to just anonymously say whatever you want about anybody you see on the internet, and then the person who's on the internet not think anything about it. It's unnatural. What else you got?
I was just looking to see what the ones have the most.
Well, you could go up here and show you, and then do this, and then sort by popular.
Oh well.
So those are our most visited videos.
Huh.
What?
What
was that one?
Oh, the sushi one.
Yeah. Sushi one got
Sushi
some
one.
engagement.
Fucking liberal ass motherfucker. How is saying a fork is better racist? I swear everything offends everyone these days. Eye roll emoji, right? Listen, fella.
It was a joke.
Listen.
That's another thing about the internet. People take everything verbatim and so seriously. It was a joke that clearly went over the guy's head. And listen, I love a sense of false intelligence and false righteousness. And that guy was in a mood when he posted that comment. And he's like, liberal ass, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, bro, clearly you lack the intelligence to understand that was a joke. Now, listen, in all fairness to the guy, I made it. It was difficult to see how that was a joke, I suppose, because I was laughing as I said it, made it sound like I was serious. But that's what we do here. We gaslight each other like fucking crazy. So
Right. So I'm back on the ride horses and fuck men one.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the people are saying like, didn't say no. You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong. I never responded to it. I just laughed my ass off. I think
Sure.
in that clip, I never responded to it, but in the actual episode,
Yeah.
I probably said something. I don't
You
know.
probably said no. Yeah, like this one says, I wanted to be offended, but that was a good one. Thank you. I
Why
appreciate
is
that.
he a cowboy?
I don't know.
If he's offended, he might be a cowboy.
I think I saw one where it was like,
Very upset with his audio situation, guys. I apologize. I tried. We were too far gone. In an episode where we addressed a lot of comments, and an episode where we addressed a lot of allegations, which it's so funny that the previous episode is called Allegedly.
right.
And it was about, really,
Okay,
gay sex.
Oh, well. Okay.
It was about gay sex. It was
Right.
about the P. Diddy situation.
I misremembered.
But like, it's crazy how that turned into this. Like, that episode will forever be known for this.
Right.
Not really much of the actual conversation that we spoke about for the whole time. Which just goes to show you, man, with the internet, you never know what the fuck's gonna go and what's not.
Yeah.
Like, there's been a ton of clips that I've posted. I'm like, wow, I feel like this is so relatable, or I feel like this one's really funny, or I feel like this one's really cool. And
Right.
sometimes it goes nowhere. And then that one was just the first clip of the week
Mm-hmm.
for that episode, or the second maybe. And it just went. It was crazy. But I'll tell you what.
I was just looking at the.
It's been a hell of a weekend
Right.
because of it, and it's been a lot of fun. I don't want to act like we're just like randomly turning into these fucking famous people. We're not. This might be the peak, and that's
Might be.
okay.
It might be. Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
The peak is 100K, maybe-ish views, a couple hundred comments across a few videos, 100-something thousand views across multiple videos. Another elephant in the room is the TikTok ban, which kind of puts a damper on things as well.
Yeah, as soon as we start picking up some traction.
As soon as we get a video that eclipses a lot of views and some engagement, we had a few here and there, don't get me wrong, that had a little bit of something, but as soon as we get that, then the situation turns into, hey, well, TikTok's getting banned. And from everything I've heard, the likely scenario is just that they're going to be forced to sell to an American company of some sort, and that it'll just be the same thing. Maybe, if anything, it'll just be called something else, but it'll be the same app and the same this and the same that and all that kind of stuff. So, listen, taking politics out of things, TikTok is something that we're using for what it's meant for.
Right.
TikTok is something that I also use every once in a while just for entertainment purposes. I won't act like I don't scroll on TikTok every day. I do.
Right.
And so if I had to choose from a personal perspective, business, whatever you want to call it, for this podcast and whatnot, I would like TikTok to not get banned.
Right.
The reasons behind why it's getting banned are up for debate for whoever wants to, and that's not something that I will cover because I just don't care to get involved politically on a show where absolutely nothing is supposed to be taken seriously. But if this is the end of TikTok, let me tell you, short time,
Right.
but a really fun time. And going out with a bang in this case.
Yeah.
Because, so I will also say, for those of you that are on TikTok, if this ban does happen and TikTok goes bye-bye, the Instagram's one click away. It's in the bio.
Yep.
Just go over there. It's the same shit. Same shit, different platform. At the end of the day. So all you people that are on TikTok, all you gentlemen and whomever, ladies, that that have followed us, that are watching, that are enjoying, head over to the Instagram. Let's see if we can catch that magic over there too, if this happens. And if it doesn't, then great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got 10 plus minutes left. I think we've done a lot of engagement with some of the comments.
Right.
How do you reflect on it?
Oh, it's scary.
It is.
Yeah, that's all I really have to say about it.
Do you feel it's a weird feeling, but do you feel negatively about it?
No.
Because
I wouldn't say negative.
underliningly, I feel positive about it.
Yeah.
It's just unfamiliar,
Right.
to say the least.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping to get familiar with it and comfortable with it.
Right.
Because I wouldn't say I'm comfortable.
Right.
I would say that it's just brand new and different.
I haven't been comfortable in years, so.
But I'm, in this regard,
Right.
I'm thankful for sure that we've had an opportunity now, in a simple video, to, like, it's crazy because you never know when when I'm cutting up and editing clips, you never know what's gonna get some views.
It's going to gain traction, yeah.
Yeah. So when I'm making that, I'm just clicking, I'm on autopilot, trying to get this done fast and efficient and make it look good, make it sound good. I will propose a toast.
Right.
And we got some time. To the gays. Every single one of you that is tuned in, every single one of you that commented, keep them coming. Let's have a good time here.
Yeah.
But to establish, I'm a straight man.
And I am also a straight man.
Colin is also a straight man. But for the right price, I'm kidding. Listen, everybody's got a price. I was talking to some coworkers about the P. Diddy and Meek Mill situation.
Right.
One of my coworkers, shout out to you, I won't mention your name, just in case. But you know who you are, because he does
His
listen.
name's just in case.
What?
His name is
I
just
said
in
I
case.
won't say his name just in case.
You just, I mean,
No, it's not just
I won't say your name just in case. Like, you just said his name
his
just
name
in
is
case.
not Justin Case, no.
Okay, that was just.
He kept on making jokes. I know he was kidding, but he kept on making jokes about how he would do it for $10 million. Oh, $10 million is a lot of money, bro. I'd let P. Diddy fuck my ass like that for $10 million. I wouldn't do it for 10. I wouldn't do it for $10 million.
I mean, if I could get it for more, sure.
What
But
if that
10
was the
million's a lot.
absolute max? Would you do it? I don't think you would.
I think I would want to, but I.
You would want the money.
Yeah, of course.
Who
Yes.
wouldn't?
Yes.
Who wouldn't think for at least a couple of seconds?
Right.
You'd be like, oh, 10 million.
It's only 15 minutes.
What's the first thing you do with $10 million?
Something stupid.
I'd buy a house.
I get true. That's a good.
I'd buy. Well, no, I would just do what I'm doing now, I guess, actually. But in all sincerity, I would probably I would probably buy my mom a house as well, and I would probably also buy a nice car, maybe, and then maybe start a business from there.
Yeah.
Some businesses that I've been thinking of.
Okay.
But then for the rest of my life, I'd be thinking about how I got blasted by
Right.
P. Diddy, bro.
But it's like, how did you get there? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody has to know.
You know.
It's not like it's been documented, unless
Right.
it's Meek Mill, and it's like the most eye-opening.
It's like
Audio
it's recorded,
file.
like yeah. It's
That was wild.
right. Yeah. it
I
was
still
crazy.
hear it.
Yeah.
I still hear it. It was so much worse than that too. There was a lot of vulgarity that words we're not allowed to use. Words we're not allowed to use. I'm starting to. When editing the podcast last week, I heard that part of it a few times,
Oh yeah.
and part of me doesn't think that it's legitimate.
No.
But at the same time, you never fucking know, dude. Because you would never think the situation. And now I can't listen to that. Not that I can. Now when I listen to Meek Mill songs, I'm a big Meek Mill fan. I'm a big fan of his music.
Right.
Meek Mill is one of my, I'd say probably at least top 10 favorite rappers ever. And I maybe even put him a little higher. I love Meek Mill's music. And whether it's true or not, and I don't know if it is, But you sit there and it's like, now you can't help but think of it when you listen to his music.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was playing a P. Diddy song at work, blasting on the speaker at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, but this guy allegedly is out here dropping roofies and other rappers' drinks and just clapping them, dude. I'm talking round of applause type shit,
Yeah.
full-blown crowd. No, not a whole lot of breaks in between
Yeah. No.
strokes.
No. Yeah. What are
Do you
gonna
think you
though?
could match that pace, like
What?
sexually?
Genuinely, no.
So if you were going at it with a woman, sorry guys. Well, I don't even know if we're sorry per se. I don't even know if they. I don't. A lot of them said you're very good looking.
appreciate
I
it.
don't know if I'm a part of it. Probably not. I don't think I'm a very good looking guy.
I think you're a good-looking guy.
I think I am to women
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm the gay taste though. I guess every gay taste is different.
Right.
Who knows? That's neither here nor there. But if you, do you think you could keep up that pace sexually with a woman?
I said no.
No. How fast are you?
I don't fucking know. Genuinely don't fucking know.
I don't think. Listen, I have never in my life.
Yeah. No.
That's an insane pace. Even if you're going fast,
Yeah.
that pace is like construction worker jackhammer.
Oh yeah.
It's a dangerous, probably uncomfortable pace, especially if you're meek.
Right.
10 milli for that pace.
Probably not.
All right, what's your bottom dollar?
Genuinely don't know. Yeah.
I don't think I know either.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't think I would do it.
I don't. I part of me doesn't even want to think about it.
$1 billion?
Yeah. Like I don't.
$1 billion, I'd be like, listen, now we're talking bees, tax free. Maybe I'm gonna let it. No, I'm kidding. I couldn't do it. Not for any amount of money. Not for a single amount of money.
Yeah. No.
I want to thank the new audience for coming.
Oh, thank you.
I have an idea for next episode planned for those of you that want to stick around if we haven't talked to your alphabet. Let me tell you, if we haven't dragged out one viral video in an hour's worth of a show, I'll tell you what, that's as much as we will try our best never to talk about it again.
Right.
Maybe except for some comments and whatnot, but we'll probably stop referring to this fucking one video that got fucking views, acting like we're somebody when we're not. Because we're not, dude. This is this episode will likely have less views than the last episode did, so it's like whatever. But I'll be honest, I don't even look at them most of the time until like the next week comes and I'm uploading. Like, oh, look at that episode got that amount of views. That's great. But what was I gonna say? For those of you that are new, welcome. Seriously.
Welcome.
For those of you that are here, that want to listen, that want to join us for a ride, listen, there's so many podcasts out there. There's an unlimited, come on, Piper, knock it off. Fuck out of here. There's an unlimited amount of podcasts out there. One podcast and I don't want to call anybody out, but I kind of do at the same time. But I don't. Because what one podcast is and what another podcast is could be the same, could be different. But there's a lot of podcasts out there. And I'm on TikTok every once in a while, and you see clips of other people's podcasts all the time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys out there that are doing something similar to us. Two dudes, two friends that want to start a podcast. And some of those guys, some of those guys are doing unbelievable. I mean, they're doing things we may never see.
Right.
As far as how great they are. As far as podcasts that are well established that we've gained inspiration from, The Basement Yard, Tiny Meat Gang, which their setup is like the nicest I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
If there's a dream setup, that's it.
Yeah.
Their setup is fucking sick. I can't even imagine how much money went into that setup.
Yeah. No.
How did they do it, by the way? Do you know
idea.
how they did like the windows make it look like they're in space?
I have no
Are those
idea.
like TV screens, maybe?
I'd assume they're TV screens.
That is the sickest
Yeah.
fucking setup.
Yeah.
And it's also cool because they have multiple areas that could be the backdrop.
Mhm.
They have multiple setups within their setup, so not every episode looks exactly the same.
Right.
And eventually, I really would like to change this. We've been doing this for a year now.
Yeah.
And the colors, I think, are all way too similar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So there's definitely flaws with our setup. But, so the Tiny Meat Gang, Basement Yard, I think, for both of us is our number one inspiration.
Yeah.
And we have The Basement Yard, actually, Joe Santagato, Frank Alvarez, they had an episode, I think it was relatively recently, where they were talking about other podcasts that have been coming out, and people have been this and that, and some people, I think they were calling out a specific podcast. Joe said something about, like, oh, all of a sudden guys are talking about the same topics we're talking about, and they're like, one guy is saying exactly what Frankie said, and one guy is almost saying verbatim what Joe said. And I think that's true. There is a podcast that I think is completely fake.
Yeah.
It's two friends. I don't know if you've seen it. I'll show you afterwards. It's two friends that one of them pretends that the things that he's saying he actually means, and the other one is just trying to be the normal guy that's like shocked that he doesn't think
The
these
straight
things.
man, yeah.
It's just like, no, but I'm saying this. I want to say to our new viewers specifically, there is nothing short of authentic here. It's bad, arguably.
Yeah, I would say. I wouldn't say bad. I would say
So amateur.
amateur.
Amateur. And that's okay with me.
Right.
Because it doesn't lack the authenticity that I've always wanted to have. Because if there's nothing else that we have, we're genuinely being ourselves.
Yeah.
This is the conversation we have if that's off.
Yeah.
This is the conversation we have regardless. We've been hanging out today. We did a few things before we came here. There's no difference. Sometimes we're just a little quieter because we're consciously aware that we're supposed to have a conversation when we're recording, or we're in public, or it's just, we're just fucking tired or something like that. But for those that are new, this is not a show that's meant to be taken seriously. We're two dumb fucks that sit down in my basement and talk about almost nothing for an hour. So
Yeah.
if you have the ability and the attention span to get through that, I commend you and I thank you. And to that I say welcome to our new viewers, regardless of orientation, regardless of any of that.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you.
Right. And with that, I hope John's wrapping it up because I really have to shit.
Oh, okay. I am wrapping it up, which is good.
Right.
So, for those of you that are new, you might not know what I'm about to ask you.
Keep going.
For those of you that aren't
A little
new,
faster.
hey,
There you go.
you're welcome to that.
Thank you.